Hey guys, so today is our review day, and so you are going to be practicing quotation marks and apostrophes in the next slides. Make sure you watch the review videos, look at the anchor charts, practice on your own. But before you do that, I want to go over our sentence, and we're going to practice finding mistakes in our sentence as well as rewriting it, because it's something that I've noticed we've been having a hard time with. So I want to make sure we hit on these skills, okay? So let's take a peek at the sentence I have. This is kind of a sentence. It is our sentence, but there are some mistakes in it. So I don't know, but it's hanging by its feet, chirped Flitter. So again, let's first look at the beginning of the sentence. Let's look at this first row and see if there's any mistakes that we might see. Well, we have our quotation mark, which is one big focus that we've been talking about. So let's look. So here's the beginning, but do you see your ending quotation mark anywhere in our sentence? Nope. So we've got to figure out where that goes. So I don't know, but it's hanging by its feet, chirped Flitter. So again, here, chirped Flitter is that piece in the sentence that is that tag or the character that's talking. Okay, so the end of our quotation mark should go here, all right, at the end of feet, because that's where he's done talking. Now, do you guys remember there's something missing here? What else has to go after feet before we can start talking about who is doing the talking? A comma. So two mistakes here already that we have found. So we have the beginning and end quotation. We've made our comma here. Okay, let's do some more checking. Do you see any other mistakes as you're looking at the sentence? I know I see one right here. What should that I be? A capital I, guys. Don't forget, it should be a capital at the beginning of that sentence. So I don't know, but it's hanging by its feet, chirped Flitter. Another noticing I have is, look, there's no punctuation here. There should be a period at the end of our sentence. Okay. And then I'm also looking and I can see that there's another capital problem right here. Flitter is supposed to be capitalized. Why? Because that is the animal's name. It is a proper noun. So don't forget that when we have a proper noun, capital letter there. Okay. Now let's check for our apostrophes, because we had been talking about apostrophes. So don't definitely has its apostrophe here. But didn't we have another word that had an apostrophe in our sentence? We did. I don't know, but it's hanging by its feet, chirped Flitter. Now there's two it's here, but remember one of them is not a contraction. So one of them is a contraction, one of them is not. Remember, a contraction is two words put together to make a contraction. So it's would be it is. So let's see what makes sense. I don't know, but it is hanging by it is feet. Well, that doesn't make sense. It is feet. No. But it is hanging by its feet. That makes sense. So I know the apostrophe is going to go on the first it's. Okay. So look at the mistakes we found. Capital letters, beginning, ending quotations, they're there. Our comma is there. Apostrophe on the two words that we should have apostrophes. And remember, you can always go back to the sentence to double check and see what it is you need to find when we're looking at our sentence. Now, not only should you have to be able to find them, but you should be able to write it correctly. So underneath, you're going to make sure you have your quotation marks and you're going to write it in the correct way. Okay. And the great thing is the spelling are all correct in our sentence. So we want to make sure that everything matches exactly as is. The quotation marks are there. Our apostrophes are there. Everything looks the right way, because that way you get all your points if you make sure that everything looks like it's supposed to when you rewrite the sentence. Okay? So again, just always make sure that your rewrite is making sure that you're fixing those errors in your story. Okay? All right. So make sure that you get practice watching those review videos on quotation marks and apostrophes today. Do the practice. It's really good practice for tomorrow. Your quiz will be tomorrow, and you're going to be looking at questions. They're going to be asking you to put in quotation marks and commas and apostrophes. You're going to have to decide between if it's a possessive or a contraction for apostrophes as well. Okay, so make sure you practice today, and